We need to talk about the big picture in regards to the global economy and the current situation. This video is simply my thoughts on what's going on. Right now, we're seeing a little bit of a relief rally in a lot of different markets, but don't get overly bullish just yet. I'm seeing a lot of people online talking about how we've hit the bottom and how it's time to start stacking. And while I agree, stacking and DCAing into promising positions right now will do you a fantastic financial favor in 2-3 years to come, you need to make sure that you're not over investing and leaving yourself cashless for those 2 to 3 years that might not be the best economically. I sincerely hope I'm wrong. I hope something happens that all of a sudden the markets start taking off. However, I would rather be wrong in that way, meaning missing out on a little bit more that I could have invested, rather than being wrong and not taking profits and not putting cash aside and things getting worse. So remember that saying, the markets can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. So here's what's on my mind. Right now, I'm focusing on stacking cash. I'm content with my investments, my crypto, my stocks, my real estate, my precious metals. And I fully expect the value of my portfolios to drop considerably in the next few months. Somewhere between the end of August and maybe the end of October, I'm thinking things might hit the fan. Right now, the wife and I are focused on growing a little bit more of our own future food, as well as buying casually a little extra canned foods and things that store well. As I mentioned earlier, we're stacking cash. And really, the only investments that intrigue me right now are investments that can contribute cash flow. So for example, rental properties, staking crypto for that staking rewards, decent yielding dividend stocks. Don't forget the old narrative of we're in an everything bubble. It hasn't popped yet. And this little relief rally, I think, is going to catch a lot of people off guard, because what I'm seeing right now online is the sentiment has changed to full-on bullish. It's okay to be cautiously optimistic, but emphasize the cautiousness. Reevaluate your budgets. What can you do without over the next few months, over the next few years, to make sure that the things that you need are still going to be available to you? And one last little thought. Saving cash right now when the market is expected to not do so well for an extended period of time will do two favors for you. One, it'll give you some financial peace of mind when most people won't have that. And number two, if you stack up more cash than you actually need, you'll be able to find some real good investments.